Time now, it's been accepted fact that the Dulux dog not only sees and recognizes color, but somehow makes it happen. It's probable that he's been influenced by some of the leading painters of his day, such as Constable, George Constable, the distinguished do-it-yourselfer, and Pat and Kevin of Acme Decorating Services. Be that as it may, his secret of good color sense can open our eyes to color. And it's not in the least bit complicated, for much of it is contained here, within the shape of the color circle. This color circle is made up of the basic colors, and it helps to show how a color scheme can be based on contrast or harmony, or often both. Contrast is produced by colors from opposite segments of the circle. Red and green, for instance, orange and blue, yellow and mauve. Harmony, on the other hand, comes from colors next to each other in the circle, such as yellow and green, blue and mauve, red and orange. These particular colors, of course, are far too strong to use over big areas of paintwork, and that's where tone comes in. This red, for instance, lies roughly in the middle of a whole range of tones, all of the same basic color. They go right down to deepest crimson. They come right up to the palest hint of rose. Same with the blues, plunging you down to deep midnight blue, zooming you up into a sky blue so pale as to be almost a white. Ditto with the oranges, or with any other color you care to name. And just as colors next to each other in the circle create harmony, so of course do various tones of the same color. So you could very easily scheme a nice restful room by putting 3 or 4 of these together. Probably a bit too restful, in fact, for harmony by itself can be dull. So try a touch of contrast from the opposite segment of the color circle, and there you've got yourself a nicely balanced color scheme. Let's see how color sense like this can apply to a room like this. Yes, you start with a problem or two. You've got to keep the blue carpet. There's years of wear in it yet, and the same goes for upholstery and curtains. So let's draw out our room as a rough sketch and put in the items we can't change. There. Now, one thing we could do is take that carpet color and use harmonizing tones of the same blue on walls and doors, leaving the autumn color of the upholstery to give a touch of contrast. Looks chilly, though, doesn't it? Blues can sometimes be a bit cold, and we've overdone them here. Always think first of the atmosphere you want a room to have, and a sitting room, surely, should above all be cozy. So let's try a turnabout, using nice warm autumn colors for walls and doors, and echoing the contrasting blue of the carpet and curtains and a few scatter cushions to stop things getting too relaxing. Okay? Okay. Let's try it in real life. Right. There's our new color scheme, and here's our room back together again. Thank you. Lovely, isn't it? Yes, well. But just think of the relaxing afternoons colour like this can give you, with a romantic old movie on the box. Just think of long, cosy winter evenings listening to the wind outside. These are warm, restful colours, tailor-made for the relaxing part of the room. On the walls, an elegant matte finish. On the doors, a light reflecting gloss. Here in the dining area, a touch of stronger colour, a hard-wearing silk finish this time. You can wash it so easily if the gravy gets out of hand. Mealtimes demand lively colours. Besides, the family can use this part of the room for games, and it's easier to be a good loser when the surroundings are cheerful. Now let's set another challenge and see what Dulux colour sense can do this time to meet it. In this kitchen you're stuck again with things you can't afford to change, like flooring, cooker, worktops and splashbacks. So let's sketch out the room and colour those in. A cool atmosphere is surely the first essential in any kitchen. Blue is cool, so how about a deeper blue on the side walls and the cupboard doors, and then a lighter one on the end wall? No? Well, no, not really. Those strong colours down each side of a long, narrow room make it look even longer and narrower. So let's try again. using a strong contrast colour on the end wall to bring it closer, the pastel blue at each side of the room to open it out, and blue again on the cupboard doors. Better? Much better. So let's get decorating. And that's how just 3 colours from the Dulux standard range can help you create a cool kitchen with a definite dash of elegance, in which even the dreary jobs can seem a tiny bit less of a chore. And cleaning's easy. Use a damp cloth, and both gloss and Silthane silk finishes come up smiling. Nor do detergents hurt them when you want to get rid of grease. Now for some colour sense applied to a bathroom. Like at a lumpet, you're lumbered with white for bath, basin and loo, and the previous owners went for green on walls and curtains. Rather insipid though, isn't it? So let's see how we can pep things up a bit. If we want a toning scheme, the Dulux range has bold blues like Trafalgar, as well as gentle ones like Pine Frost. But here, these would be chilly. After all, bath time's a time for undressing. For most of us, anyway. So a bathroom needs above all to be warm. Oranges and yellows can be nice warm colours, especially with a touch of grey here and there for cooler contrast. So let's see this in real life. Now you can add a little more cool contrast with inexpensive toweling curtains and candlewick rugs and whatnots, and you've got a cosy, even a slightly luxurious bathroom. On the walls, the handsome sheen of Dulux Silthane silk. It resists condensation. Lastly, let's try our colour sense on a bedroom. Here we start off with a carpet, bed cover and curtains that would cost a packet to replace, so we must scheme the room around them. So here they are in our sketch. Supposing we pick up the carpet colour in strong tones on 3 walls, and then repeat the blue of our fabrics on the 4th. Well, yes, we forgot one essential. Deciding first the atmosphere you want the room to have, and a bedroom, stands to reason, should be restful. These colours are too strong, too jazzy, so let's start again. Using more of the blues in a gentler tone for 3 walls and a bolder one for the 4th. But these particular shades don't appear in the Dulux standard range, so what do? Easy. We find them in Matchmaker. 400 paint colours to bring precision to your room scheming. Just choose your colour from the Matchmaker range and they mix it for you in the shop. And all its colours come in a choice of 4 finishes. Gloss finish with Silthane, Silthane silk, and vinyl matte or silk. So we're ready now to decorate our bedroom. Three rich colours from the Matchmaker range, adding up to a restful, elegant bedroom scheme. And if you've fabric to spare, this could look good on the bedhead and the wall behind. It's a cheerful scheme, isn't it? Perfect for a sunshiny room. Ah, but put the sun on the other side of the house, and what have you got? Look, a colder, bleaker light, as you always get with a north-facing room, and it can make the blues look chilly. So in that case, you'd have started differently. Here again, you've got your existing carpet, bed cover and curtains. But since you haven't got real sunshine, why not make your own with a nice warm yellow, contrasting with the blue of the bedhead wall? Right? Right. Let's do it again and make ourselves a nice warm bedroom. Colour sense gives you power to change mood, atmosphere, and even the quality of light. And there's a whole lot of colour sense right here in your Dulux Colour Centre. Like free advice from the colour scheming display, showing you all sorts of ideas with sample chips of the colours used. Help yourself to the chips. they're free. And there are two big fan books, one for the standard range, the other for Matchmaker. With big colour samples you can check edge to edge and get a much more accurate idea of how they're going to look. And all this service is backed by an outstanding range. Dozens of carefully chosen colours on the standard Dulux colour card, plus another 400 which Matchmaker will make up for you while you wait. With such a range of exciting colour, you've got the power to change not only the mood of a room, but even its shape as well. Your hall may look too long and too narrow, but just as we saw earlier in the kitchen, strong colour brings the end wall closer, light colour moves the side walls out. A ceiling that's too high can be made to look lower, again with the use of a bold colour on it. And vice versa. You can raise a low ceiling by painting it a light colour. Ditto with the walls of a room that looks cramped. Open them out by using pale, simple colour schemes. And vice versa again. A big, bare-looking room can be made cosier by darker colours, especially if you use a good many of them. It takes effort, thank goodness, to imagine what a black and white world would be like. For colour paints on mood and atmosphere, relaxing or stimulating, warming or cooling. Colour is obedient, giving us exactly the feeling we want in a room. It provides the ingredients for richer living, and you blend them how you please for the flavour you want. There are limitless ways of using the colour in the Dulux range. It's a simple matter of colour sense to make that exciting difference between a house and a home. The theorists can say what they jolly well like. There's no disputing the outstanding colour sense of the Dulux dog. He stands for colour, resolutely, even doggedly, symbolising all that's best in colourful family living.